Okay, are you ready? Okay, members of the Fourth Estate, fellow citizens of Kisii, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hoffman Ondieki. Hoffman is the Secretary General of the Kisii County Contractors Association.
According to Wikipedia.
Today, I'm with my ad hoc chairman, my brother Michael, who is in charge of the political affairs in the association. Before, ladies and gentlemen, I give my remarks as a Secretary General, I would like to welcome my brother, the chairman, the ad hoc chairman, because basically we are here to talk about the agreement that we had with His Excellency Paul Simba Arati in regard to the ongoing projects in Kisii County and the pending bills. There has been a problem that he doesn't want to pay the pending bills. Even the ongoing projects have been brought to a standstill. So let the chairman ad hoc speak before I come and speak over the same. Chairman, welcome.
Thank you. My name is Michael Samuel. I'm a contractor in this town. At the same time, I'm a politician. But today I want to talk as a contractor. As my brother said, the last general election, I was the ad hoc chairman who was leading the contractors to look for a suitable candidate who was to spur our county for development in our county. We signed even an MOU with the current governor, me as a signatory, plus my chairman, who is Mariera. And we agreed the time he was to be in the office, he was to do first thing, pay us spending bills, issue contracts to our members, and many other things which we signed. But up to date, the current governor who is in the office has done none of those. Even today, if you look into the papers, the Nation front page indicated that our governor is one of the people who have not done anything. The money which he has withdrawn from the control of budget or from the accounts, the governor has been spending that money in salaries and taking MCAs and even workers to retreats, which means as a county, there is no development which has taken place. Even the other day, you saw him on TV admitting that since he resumed office, he has done nothing in terms of development. I'm calling upon the Kisii people, wherever you are, this is the person you voted for. But I'm sorry to say that don't expect much. And in the area we realized that we brought somebody into office who doesn't know what he's doing, so that we take steps which are necessary. I even request the MCAs who are in the assembly right now, please take the necessary action if it means impeaching this governor, so that we save our county from going down. Because the way he's behaving, it seems he doesn't know what he's doing. Therefore, as contractors, we are so affected, because up to now, the guy has not paid even a single penny to pending bills. Our question is, the money which he has been withdrawing from the covers, the government covers, he has been using them for what? For his personal use? Is this his private business? Please, as contractors, we are so affected because we have not been paid for almost 1 year down the line. And this type of guy who came in the promise that he's going to pay us our pending bills. And the only thing he has been doing is to promise us that I have a pending bill committee which is scrutinizing your documents, and this pending committee has taken almost almost 4 months working on our documents. And up to date, there is no report. Almost the year is ending, no payment, no new jobs. As contractors, we are out of work. Our people, they can't take kids to school. Yes. They cannot fend for themselves. I'm talking to this governor as today, and we are giving ultimatum. If he's not going to pay us in the next 1 week, we shall be camping at the stadium so that he can feed our families, he can feed us breakfast, lunch, and supper, and we'll be sleeping in that stadium, because this is not money. This is our money. Therefore, let him get the information that as from next week, if he has not paid our pending bills, we will be camping at the stadium. Let him organize his wounds, and let us also organize our wounds. We meet there. Thank you so much.
My chairman, ad hoc committee, having spoken, as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Hoffman Ondieki, who is the Secretary General of the Kisii County Contractors Association. And I would like to inform my brother, the Honorable His Excellence Paul Simba Arati, the following. We are legitimate people of Kisii County government. We are sons, and so we are sons from the soil of Kisii. So we want to tell him that he has no any other alternative. He must pay all the pending bills. And let him underline the word paying all the pending bills. Why am I saying that? Because you cannot come and take people for granted. You suspend crucial officers from the county government who are supposed to give document to the people, the contractors who worked. Then you stall ongoing projects. You come by pretense that you cannot pay contractors because they do not have documents. I want to ask you a very simple question, my brother. The contractors don't issue, for example, an LSO to themselves. It is the government that gives them vital documents that necessitate payment. So, my brother, you have no choice. You cannot come up with a vetting committee. A person like a chairman who doesn't even know an LSO, he doesn't even know how an LSO looks like. You put an incompetent team to verify the pending bills of the contractors. You victimize contractors. You brought our county down. The economy has shattered. Then you are here. You want to pretend that we come and glorify you. My brother, we want to tell you, just like my chairman said, we have got what it takes to take you head on. And we want to tell you, my brother, if you are not able to take care of the Kisii County government as you vowed in your pledges, ship out and get out. We have got people who are capable to come and lead this county. Secondly, as my chairman said, we are giving you 7 days ultimatum. We cannot allow a scenario where our contractors are suffering. Most of our contractors have been, properties have been auctioned. Most of our contractors' kids are not able to go to school. Most of our contractors have been chased away from their rental houses. And you are here just driving carelessly around town, bragging on how you brought contractors down. My brother, we want to tell you, the writings are on the wall. We are coming for you. Just like the chairman said, we will come to that stadium where you have put criminals, goons, who are beating people up and down. And we want to tell you, we will not take those any longer. We are coming there. We want to tell you that, my brother, enough is enough, and the writings are on the wall. So I want to tell you, alongside what we are doing as contractors, we are now organizing our troops. We are coming up with the business community. We are coming up with the boda guys. We are bringing everybody who has been affected in this county together. And we are starting a resistant movement. We want to put you into checks and balances so that we make sure that you deliver. And my brother, I want to assure you, look at me properly. If you are not going to deliver to the people of Kisii, you will get out of that seat. And in fact, I want to ask you a very simple question. You've never stepped in Kisii governor's office. You are in the stadium throughout. And we understand the person who is supposed to be in the stadium is a stadium manager. So I don't know whether the people of Kisii elected a stadium manager or they elected a governor. But we want to tell you, my brother, we elected you as a governor. Get back to the office, resume in that office, and work for the people of Kisii. That is what I can say. And I want to say this. Because of the following things that have happened to the Kisii County government and how people have suffered, we are coming up with a resistance movement. And the director of the resistance movement, my brother, is here. You can be able to talk to our faithful citizens in Kisii. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm the Director General of Kisii Resistance Movement, as you've been told. And before I read the statement I want to say the following. Simba has turned Kisii people down. You've seen him on a public TV admitting that since he assumed office, he has not done any development. We wonder whereby his counterpart governors in other counties have been able to deliver. We've not seen Simba sponsoring even one pupil to join Form 1 or junior secondary. So clearly he has demonstrated that he cannot be able to steer development delivery in our county. Kwa Kiswahili niseme, tumekuja hapa kusema ya kwamba gavana wa Kisii Mheshimiwa Simba Arati ameshindwa kutekeleza majukumu ambayo alichaguliwa kama gavana. Juzi akiwa runinga ya Citizen amesema wazi hajafanya kitu chochote tangu kuchaguliwa. So tunashangaa huyu ni gavana mgani, kwa sababu wenzake wa kaunti zingine wameanza projects zenye wamefanyia watu wao. Sasa we are here kusema ya kwamba as Kisii people, because we are the people who elected him, sisi tumechoka na yeye na amedhihirisha ya kwamba ameshindwa na kazi. Aseke Gusii minto. This is a statement of Kisii Resistance Movement, and after consultations we decided to hold the launching process today because the governor in Mombasa, we've told, is enjoying with MCAs and other members of the county staff. We will not launch the resistance in his absence. We will launch the resistance when he is around, and we will walk to his office. That's why you've had contractors here, the business community, the border, our Secretary General, Fred Nunda, was to be here, but out of issues that cannot be avoided, he was not able to attend. But this is our statement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 months since Governor Simba Arati assumed office, but sad enough to note that no development project has been initiated, contrary to his counterparts who have done numerous projects to their respective counties. And this is evident following a recent Citizen TV interview whereby Simba admitted his inability to initiate any project. Below are some points that are anchored in our movement. Number 1, nepotism. Simba used to castigate the former governor Ongwae and Janet that they employed relatives, but now he has done exactly the same and even more by employing cousins like Cyrus Nyavicha, Avincha, who comes from Nyamira, whom now imposed to Abagetutu, Leia Buari as CECs. He has employed his niece Elina as a chief officer, his other cousin Miss Choti as a chief officer. His driver is a cousin who comes from Boch Borabu ward in Machoke Borabu. His other cousin, who is now his secretary, worked at KTRH. Further to this, Simba has ensured that leader of majority, deputy speaker, head of procurement, CEO KTRH, chief of staff, 4 chief officers, they come from Bobasi. Bobasi is an household of Abagusii, which has taken over 70% of the share of the county government. The painful one is snatching the political advisor seat from Machoke and awarding it to Juma, one who is a neighbor to Simba Arati from Bobasi. He has awarded all teams that campaigned for him and rejected Simba Rescue Team, whereby I was heading it, on grounds that I come from Machoke Church, and now he has printed t-shirts for youths from his village, whom you saw the other day appearing on TV, that they are the team so that they can have his political scores. Number 2, victimization of county employees. A few days after he was sworn in, he was seen in many occasions parading his staff at the stadium on allegations that they were incompetent, and later invited a human resource audit firm that released a report of about 1,314 ghost workers, whereby they never gave clear information about their names, bank details, and other crucial primary details to prove their findings. Something that shows the witch hunt from governor in a move to push and blackmail workers to unnecessary submission to him. We urge our people to reject these games because nobody accepts to be employed as a rogue officer. Thus, the illegal treatment should stop and rather be subjected to Human Resource Department on basis that they are the ones who advertise jobs and issue appointment letters. Kisii Stadium. Our people are now being harassed, tortured, maimed, and injured whenever they visit the stadium, more so those he feel don't support his regime. The recent one being the inhumane scoundrel beating of Chokora, who was rescued by the county commander. Thus, we urge our CS Interior to provide security and safety to fans who visit the stadium for various matches. Further to this, let the Ministry of Public Service investigate why the governor is not using his former office and decided to operate from the stadium that he has turned now into torturing chambers. Misappropriation of county funds. Simba claimed that the donor was refurbishing his office but failed to let the public know more details of the funding and the process followed to award the tender to the said donor. Last week, he admitted more than 100 million cannot be accounted for, thus raising questions surrounding the matter. Equally, he took the number plate from his official car and transferred it to his personal car that is fueled by public funds of very high consumption rates. We condemn these rogue mechanisms by governor of soliciting and wasting county funds. There's lack of proper coordination with other elected leaders. After Senator Nyonka raised key issues on matters recruitment of CECs, CEOs, and other staff, Simba blackmailed Senator on social media as a drunkard, beggar, conman, and incited some of us to insult governor in a bid to portray him as a bad leader, whereas it's Simba's scheme to use his unlawful recruitment. Simba has created a cold working relationship with other leaders so that he can turn Kisii County into a one-man show to avoid scrutiny and proper oversight. Lastly, fake allegations and blackmail to medical professionals. After failing to equip our health facilities with enough drugs as promised, Simba has now turned into fabricating rogue stories of how doctors fetch drugs from government hospitals to their clinics so that he can have political scores. A recent one observed at KTRH, which had no basis. Let Simba respect medical professionals and provide a good working relationship to employees and other people. End of statement. This statement has been undersigned by the Director General, Nyaura Bernard, Secretary General of Manondieki, Fred Nunda, our Secretary General. Thank you. To add on this, you've seen we were about launching the resistance movement, but we cannot launch in the absence of Simba Arati. Let him come home. As what the contractors have said, they have given him ultimatum, youths have given him ultimatum, business body. If he is not going to deliver to the people of Kisii County, and we want to say the resistance movement will scrutinize, will criticize Simba Arati on merit. We will criticize him on what he promised to deliver that he has not done. We will criticize him on nepotism. You've heard me read the statement. These are the some of issues we will touch. So Simba Arati, wherever you are hiding or wherever you are in Mombasa, have your luxury in Mombasa, come back home, deal with citizens who voted for you. As you can see, we are not fearless. We hear Simba Arati as people who can chase people, who can maim. We have several reports, and even myself, during campaign, Simba sent people beat me at Kagoj. I've recorded statements. Let him not turn Kisii County into a Tagari zone whereby he will beat people, even people who are innocent. Simba Arati, deliver to Kisii County residents. If you cannot deliver, we will request President Ruto to dissolve the county government as we dissolved Nairobi and brought Mbadi. What we want is proper development. Abantu baminto